Rasheed Wallace would be a top 5 player and better than Giannis. What do you think?
Okay, I'm glad you started with that. Good decision by you. Let me say some nice things about Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace, maybe a little historically underrated. That 04 Pistons team does not win the title without Rasheed Wallace. Everyone says, oh, what if they had drafted Carmelo? Well, if they had drafted Carmelo instead of Darko, yes, that would have been good long-term. But if they had drafted Carmelo, they probably wouldn't have traded for Rasheed, and then maybe they don't win the title. Rasheed is known for the unbreakable record. I think he had around 50 technicals in one season. That is more than Joe DiMaggio's hit streak, more than Wilt's 100-point game, the most unbreakable record in sports, because now you get suspended after 16 technicals. Rasheed was an awesome three-point shooter ahead of his time for his size. Great defender, excellent player. I say all that to say this. This might be the most batshit insane, sorry, Annie, sports take of the year. If you are, I want everyone to understand what Andre Iguodala is saying. He is saying Rasheed Wallace would be far and away the best player in the NBA right now. Because that's what better than Giannis means. Better than Giannis does not just mean you're all NBA. It doesn't just mean you're top 5. It means you are clearly and unequivocally the best player in the league, because Giannis is clearly and unequivocally the best player in the league. And he's saying he'd be better than him, which is why I actually wanted to start the show with this, because it is another example that I think kind of low-key, Giannis is still underrated. I think, and we're going to talk about this more later when we talk about skill versus impact, because Giannis doesn't have a feathery jump shot, there are certain camps of people that want to act like the obvious isn't true. And the obvious is he is the most impactful, most dominant, and therefore the best player in the league. Is he the most skilled player in the league? I don't know. Does he have the biggest bag in the league? Certainly not. Does any of that matter when he's the best defensive player in the league, when he is the most efficient scorer in the league? Oh, but can he get you 50? I don't know. He can get you 50 to win the title, to win the NBA Finals. We were on the top 50 players last 50 years list. I was going through what were the single best finals performances ever. And the one that I think jumps out to most people is Jordan in 93 against the Suns, when he had a 55-point game, or a 54-point game. I think it was a 55-point game. When he averaged 41 per game, when he beat Barkley. If it's not that performance, and it's not LeBron in 2016, it might be one of those two. But the only other candidate is not D-Wade in 06, is not pick your favorite Kareem finals, that maybe the 1980 finals when he didn't even win finals MVP. Pick your favorite Magic final. It's none of those. It would be Giannis in 2021 when he was coming off the hyperextended knee and after game 1 was 35 plus every single night essentially, won a game with a block, won a game with an alley-oop, and then hung a 50-piece to win the title coming back from 2-0 down. So somehow Giannis is still, by some of his peers, a little underrated. Again, there's nothing against Rasheed Wallace, but there is no era in which Rasheed Wallace would be the best player in basketball. Are there eras where that would have fit his game more than the one he played? Yeah, this era with the stretch 5s and stretch 4s, his three-point shooting would be even more valuable. That's all fair, and that's all true. But what's also true and fair is Rasheed was a bit of a, at times, call him, I don't want to say knucklehead, but he is the guy that forgot to guard Ori, maybe cost the Pistons the second straight title in the series they lost to the Spurs in 7 and 05. And let's just be honest about Rasheed Wallace. Great player, would never have been one of the best player in basketball, would never have been a top 3 player in basketball, no matter the era. All right, I heard you huff there. Before we get to the next question, was that boring to you? Did you think I went on too long there?
Yeah, and what did I say about the nicknames?
Oh, you didn't want, so can I call you?
No.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Bleep that out, guys, so America doesn't hear it. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.